Okay. So first what I said actually is tazkiyah is purification. So tazkiyah basically for this world, not for the grave anyway. So I meant something else. Tazkiyah is for this world. People, Iman, Islam is only for this world. Obedience of Allah as messenger is for this world. Purification is this world. But I'm trying to say even the believers, they die, but they did not purify themselves. I mean, they don't have any shirk and kufr, but still they have some sins like zina or stealing, lying, many sins from which they did not purify themselves. So what happens is they get punishment in the grave. So this punishment in the grave, it basically takes away the burden of the sin from them. So now they have less sin. If that's enough, they can go to paradise. But sometimes their sin is so much really, even by this punishment, they still are not pure from the sin. Then they are thrown in the hellfire. So they are punished for their sins until they become pure and clean, and then Allah forgives them, they go to paradise. That's what I mean really. Meaning is, if people don't purify themselves, they are going to be punished because of the sins in the grave. That punishment becomes purification. If they are punished, that's not enough, then they are going to be punished in the hellfire. That punishment can become purification until every believer is purified. Long time, but no believer will remain in the hellfire. That's what I meant by that. In spirituality, people, what they mean really is, people think that human, I tell you really, I don't have time to explain all these things. Basically in Islam, two major idea, the thoughts you can say, Kalam and Sufism. Both of them are coming originally, at least the scholarly part, they're coming from Greek tradition. Kalam comes from Aristotle and Sufism comes from Plato. So Plato is the one actually, all Sufi ideas of Alam, Mithal and this and that, this is the one actually, if you read Ghazali and if you read Waliullah Delhi and all these people, and then you read Plato, you find exactly the same thing. It is just his ideas which have moved in Islam. So he is the one actually who used to have, human being are two things, body and the spirit, soul, two things. And body is the problem. You have to get rid from that until you become, soul and spirit. Spirit is the one. Then you become like angel. And just the only soul. They don't have body. The body is burden. You have to be free from the body until you become like angel or soul. So that's why the word soul, the word is ruh in Arabic language. So from that it comes ruhaniya, spirituality. That's what it means really. Islam never teaches. Islam never teaches your body is burden. Islamic teaching is no, you are body and soul both. What you need really is obey Allah the Messenger. You can eat and drink. Eating and drinking are not bad for you. But when you eat haram, that is a problem. When you eat too much, that's a problem. But eating also makes you nearer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you eat with good intention, it makes you nearer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Having a relation with your wife is not a burden upon you. When you have a relation with your wife, you get reward for that. It's not against spirituality, but to these people, it's all against spirituality. It's all material. Relation, sex, eating, drinking. So they want to get free from themselves, from those as much as possible. That is coming from the wrong tradition. Never a way of the Prophet Messenger. You can eat and you can become nearer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You can drink and you come nearer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You can have relation. The Prophet has 9 wives, tell me, at the same time. Altogether 11 wives. If having relation and sex is actually against spirituality, then he is far away from spirituality. For everybody 4 wives and he has 9 wives. Just think really. And not only that, sometimes he used to have a relation with all 9 in the same day. All the 9 wives same day. Tell me really, what happening? If this is against spirituality, he is not a spiritual person. Not an obedience of Allah is spirituality. Don't use this word anyway. You need to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So people have got the idea of spirituality from the Greek tradition, from the Plato. That it's coming from that. Islam does not have the word ruhaniya. Islamic word is Islam, submission. That Allah said to Ibrahim, Aslim, Qala aslamtu lillahi rabbil alameen. That was Islamic word Islam, submission to Allah. Ibrahim says his people, وَوَصَّى بِإِبْرَاهِيمُ بَنِيهِ وَيَعْقُوبَ يَا بَنِيَّ إِنَّ اللَّهَ اصْطَفَى لَكُمُ الدِّينَ فَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. Oh my sons, Allah has chosen you for Islam. Submission, don't die unless you are full submission. It's not that you separate your body from soul. Make your soul and body both to surrender. Do sajda. This sajda is more spiritual than having no body. Sajda is with body. How can you do sajda? When you do sajda, you come near to your Lord. And actually in the Surah Al-Qara, which will come later on, we shall explain more detail, it said at the end, Fasjud waqtarib. Do sajda and you come near to me. How do you sajda? With the body. Body is not a burden upon you. Body actually is servant. It serves you, helps you to become nearer to Allah. It is for that purpose. The prayer, everything you do with the body, jihad you do with the body, in all they are helping you for that purpose. When you misuse them, that's a problem. But when you use them as Allah and His Messenger command, then it is good for you. So the concept of spirituality does not exist in real Islam. Though people have added to Islam later on, but does not exist there.